easy place. Yes, it wasn't the easy place. Then he says, I'm sick, but let me stay on because this place is nice. I mean, it was difficult. He faced an impeachment motion, and he had to deal with all that and deal with an ailment that has proved to be terminal. That's when sometimes we overuse words, but when you say it's an illness bravely borne, then I think this is an illness.
Practically, we can see that he bravely bore it, because he is one that we have seen. And right there, we have the pictures of the body leaving the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. This is live footage, so this is happening right now. So in case you're just about to leave and head on to Mombasa Road, just to be forewarned that this might create a little bit of traffic, given that, of course, they'll be giving way. That is the arrival of the late Nderitu Gachagua. This is exclusive footage, which is only on KTN News as we speak, and this is definitely bringing you the whole story as it unfolds.
As it unfolds, absolutely. And this is also a historical moment, because we as Kenyans have never seen the burial process or the funeral process of a sitting governor, and it will be interesting to see how the whole process unfolds. But you know, I was asking Prof earlier your thoughts on the fact that we had a new governor sworn in before the late Nderitu Gachagua died. I don't know if this sits well with you, you know, in the way it happened.
I'm a very, very strong believer that life is for the living. And sometimes it may look callous, it may look insensitive, but life must go on and a government must go on. In fact, I think this is a good time to reflect on the role of deputy governors, because in the last 4 years, there's been a bit of ambiguity, a bit of anxiety.
In fact, at some point, they were referred to as flower girls.
As flower girls.
Yes, really, it was not defined what exactly is their role.
What exactly they are. And now you can start seeing what they are. I suspect that because the role of the deputy governors was crafted along the role of the deputy president, it was a replication of that at
a county level.
At the county levels.
Of Nyeri, and the convoy here almost leaving the JKIA for the viewing of the body at the Lee Funeral Home. Friends and family also looking up to those that stood with Gachagua at his most trying moment. You remember that the governor was facing an impeachment motion at the Senate at a time when his health was at a critical stage. You remember even after he survived that impeachment at the Senate, he still had to go for treatment abroad before taking the final bow last week on Friday, and it has been an emotional moment for Nyeri County in particular, and for the leadership of Nyeri County, much as there have been leadership wrangles within the county with regards to the tenure of Nderitu Gachagua. The tributes coming in and the advice coming from the leaders here is that the unity that has been exhibited at the death of Governor Gachagua ought to proceed on, even as Wamadhai takes over the realms of power as the new Nyeri governor, and even as he or the county prepares to lay Gachagua to rest come on Monday next week. And therefore, it is a time for the county to look up to the life of the late Governor Nderitu Gachagua and give skills and, of course, advice to those that will be seeking leadership positions across the county as well as across the country. The convoy here now headed to the Lee Funeral Home. As you can see, many governors are in attendance of this final journey of the late Governor Nderitu Gachagua. And from the words of his colleagues, the other governors that have been with him, you remember Ukur Yatani had, in his address here, said that Gachagua was a friend to him, and there's a lot that they learned from each other. Remember, Nyeri is a county that predominantly deals in agriculture, and at one time, Gachagua was the chair of the Agriculture Committee in the Council of Governors, a tenure that has, of course, exuded so much respect from the rest of the governors, because remember, that was the time when Gachagua started what he called the pool marketing of coffee strategy. That was to kickstart the reforms in the agriculture sector. Remember, from the words of Gachagua, that was only the beginning of the journey towards redeeming the fortunes of farmers, not only for coffee farmers, but as well as tea farmers, by getting getting rid of cartels. Governor Kabogo from Kiambu saying that he knew the governor from their times in parliament and that Gachagua was an astute defender of the issues of the people, particularly the people of Madeira, where he comes from. Remember, he represented Madeira constituency before contesting the governorship in 2013, which of course he won with a landslide, and it was widely expected that he would be contesting again in the coming